Well, we've had this framed by my colleague, the chair of budget, and let me try to reframe it in a different way. What we have before us today is a Democrat budget that reflects a Democrat vision, a vision for California that the Republicans do not share. Now, to be true, the real vision would have been funded by tax increases. But the Republicans had said clearly we need to reform the way we're doing business so that we do not chronically end up in this mess. And you recall there was a pathway laid out, and the pathway called for a cap in spending because even the governor's budget grew 31% over the 5 years, the January budget. With the May revision, it was 27% growth, still higher than population and inflation. And while we have ACA 4 that will be coming on the ballot in 2012, which will have a 20-year look back and have a rainy day fund associated with it, we don't have that before us today. Clearly, the Democrats didn't want to go down this path to reform, but they wanted to come back and scare us. They want to scare the state. They want to scare the Senate Republicans. But this isn't a new tactic. You recall we took the budget on a road show. We went to Cal Poly Pomona, my district, and we told them what a terrible thing an all-cuts budget would be. And then we went up to San Jose, and we told them what a terrible thing an all-cuts budget would be. But that's not what you see here before us. When you finally have an opportunity to vote on a budget, it's not an all-cuts budget. Well, we got a few things in here. There's $4.6 billion of some other solutions, including the sale leasebacks back on the table. We've got some new federal assumptions. We've been down that path before. We have some loans and deferrals. Oh, there's $3.85 billion in spending reductions. What does that mean? Well, $3 billion falls off on the natural because of Prop 98. Without the taxes, it backs off. So it's not like any active part on our part other than not raising taxes, because the May revision was still predicated upon taxes. There's a $500 million hit to local law enforcement while continuing to correct some labor improvements over the top collective bargaining for the UC system. So $500 hit to local law enforcement, and then $150 million each to the UC, CSU, and courts. There's also $1.95 billion in increases. Now, there's some revised estimates from the May revision. I think it's up to $800 million now, and that's scored as it should be. But there's also something that totally flies in the face of what the voters have said, where they want control over taxes and fees by a 2/3 majority, and we have the so-called very creative single flip, which would have a majority vote tax increase. Now, this is the reality. This is what reflects the Democrat vision for the state of California. There's not enough taxes out there to satisfy our appetite. We just passed out of this House last week the ability for local governments, for schools, to raise taxes on a majority vote. Yeah, this is a step down that direction as well. This is an interesting effort we're going through today. The interesting thing that I'm often told is that if you look back at our expenditures per $100 of personal income, that we're not nearly where we used to be. Well, the reality is when you calculate in the realignment that is in this whole process this year, we are at and consistent with historic averages of about $7.73. So you can't do that argument. This also continues to prop up our general fund amount of spending, which has been for the last 4 fiscal years, $99 billion, our high being $103 billion. This is about $100 billion because we keep having the appetite to spend at a higher level than we afford, and so we have to borrow from here, we have to prop up from there, we have to assume from the federal government, and so we keep spending at the higher level and wonder how in the world we ended up with this huge hole at the end of the process. It is a majority vote budget, and we respect the will of the people, and that just understand this doesn't reflect the Republican principles. We want to have job creation. You see none of that here. We want to see reform in government. You see none of that here. What we do see is cutting law enforcement and flying in the face of the voters with a majority vote tax increase. I urge your no vote on all these things today.